Let me move it this way. Good evening. How is everybody doing? Happy Friday. Oh, I miss you guys so much. Fridays are like now my favorite days. I'm so excited. And it's the Friday before Valentine's Day. So whether or not you have a boo or you are boo-less, I could be your boo. Like the live Antonia could be your boo or what have you. But regardless of what happens on this weekend on Valentine's Day or not, you should be loving yourself every single day, regardless, which is befitting for our guests this evening. We're going to jump into some of that conversation and just discuss how you could be loving yourself a lot better. So tonight's Friday night session is sponsored by Miss Sasha Johnson and, of course, Swagger Magazine, media partners galore. I love it. And this is Miss Sasha Mercedes @. Please go like and follow her on Facebook. And I believe she also has a YouTube channel too. So go ahead and find that YouTube channel. I'll have her website in the ticker tape as always, and you can navigate to all of her outlets. So for everyone who is watching us on YouTube, hi! Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe and share button because we don't want to be, kept a secret. Go ahead and comment in the comments and let me know that you are here. Let me know what you're doing or planning on doing for this Valentine's Day. I'm actually in Tampa, Florida. Yes, go Bucks. So this red is for the Bucks and it's for Valentine's Day. And also it was a cute sweater I saw at Walmart. So I was like, why not? But as you know, we won the Super Bowl and it's been a little crazy and a little crowded around these parts lately. So the hubby and I, we actually celebrated Valentine's Day yesterday, trying to be proactive. Not a lot of people were out. So quick, got into a restaurant, sat down, no reservations needed, loved on each other, played some bowling. I whooped his behind, y'all, in bowling, just to let you know. He did not let me win. I killed him in the bowling. At one point, I had 3 strikes back to back. These muscles, right? So we celebrated Valentine's Day. So however you decide to celebrate Valentine's Day, before or on it or what have you, I hope you be safe and I hope you do it with the one you love. And if it happens to be yourself, that's fine too. So just real quick, we're going to get into our Mission 100 right here. Mission 100 is Assist You's fiscal mission is to help 100 businesses launch a new product or service in the next 365 days. I should really update this because it has to be done by the end of July and we are well on our way. So definitely don't miss this opportunity if you are a person who's looking to launch something, a program, a service, a book, what have you. Go ahead and reach out to us on our outlets, the website, or here on Facebook, or in my email. That's totally fine too. All right, so let me tell you all a little bit about our special guest, because I have to love on each and every one of our special guests. Love it. Okay, so Miss Sasha Johnson, not only is she a horribly just gorgeous woman, it just kind of hits you in your face. You're like, wow, dang, for real. She also is an impactful woman too. Her business is out here helping people in ways that they didn't even know that they needed help. She has an awesome aura around her. And overall, she is about self-care, self-love, wellness, everything that you need in order to be the best version of you as you possibly can. So without further ado, everybody say hi to Miss Sasha.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
I was up here cracking up. You beat your husband in bowling?
Yes, and I have pictures. I have receipts.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I bet he was upset about that. And you said you had 3 strikes.
Yes, in a row. I was the 10th frame, and you know how you can keep going and keep, he was not a happy camper at all. So,
oh goodness, a mess.
You marry a boss. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about, girl. Do your thing.
So what are you planning on doing for Valentine's Day?
I'm hoping to be driving back home to Georgia for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I would have to say that my Valentine will be working, so I won't be doing any type of, fun stuff.
literally, that'll be my day too. So Sunday, that's what I'm gonna be doing as well. So totally get it. Oh, I love it. All right, Natasha. So introduce yourself to the audience and tell us what you do and what makes you great.
Well, guys, I'm Sasha Johnson. Of course, I'm pretty sure you've heard that 1,000 times already. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, the Gump, as they say. I have now been living in the Atlanta area for almost 2 years. I am a licensed professional counselor and a national certified counselor. I serve the Alabama area and Georgia. I also do behavioral health coaching throughout the United States. I have a nonprofit organization that serves Alabama and Georgia. I'm a mother. I'm a assistant professor for Capella University. I do too much. Too much. I'm an author as well. And I'm just all about everything that I do, inspiring someone. Everything that I think I want to do, I just decide I go ahead and I do it because I feel like it's too many times we think of something and we think ourselves out of it instead of telling ourselves, you can do it too. So I just do what I want to do,
Mm-hmm. Well, I love that. I absolutely 100% love that you are a therapist. For some reason, I continue to attract more and more therapists into my life. I think maybe the Lord is trying to tell me something. So
maybe we meant to collaborate some kind of way. You don't never know.
You never know, and then, I book an appointment because
look, just because I'm a therapist doesn't mean I tell people, look, just because you're a therapist don't mean you don't need to book an appointment too. Sometimes we all have to go through that. So it's cool.
No, I totally get it. I absolutely get it. So tonight's topic, we're talking about investing in yourself and self-care. So tell me a little bit about what that means to you to invest in yourself and to take care of yourself.
I think that's the number one thing that we should be doing in our lives. I am noticing more and more and more, the more that I see clients, I can't talk, clients, talk to students, deal with people, period. I notice that we do not take enough time for ourselves. We don't teach it to our children. We don't show gratitude to ourselves. We're more so focused on somebody else or something else that we forget that the temple that we have within us, right on our bodies, right here, is the most important. And so I have just started myself promoting, hey, say thank you to yourself, be grateful to yourself, even though it may not feel like the greatest moment for you right now. Guess what? You can still find something in that moment that benefits you, period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I think that that's something that we are lacking so much of. Things happen for sure, but we have to be able to find the good in anything and then utilize that to invest in ourselves. So when people hear me say invest in you, they think, oh, she's talking about some money. No, I'm talking about time. I'm talking about love, because there's not anything that somebody else should be able to do for you that you can't do for yourself.
Right. That's right. And so not to backtrack, but I love the fact that you're telling people to say thank you to yourself. I have a lot of little ones and I'm always coaching them, say thank you, or I'll be like, you're welcome. And then they'll say thank you. I never stop to think that I need to be thanking myself too for, being me and showing up and being as great as I possibly can be in that moment. Right. And then I find too, or do you also notice that maybe when you have this positive mindset and something does go wrong, and if you're that person who finds the positive out of the negative, people are looking at you like you're not taking this seriously. So what do you do in those instances?
You keep doing you. You keep staying positive. You stay in alignment with what you're trying to do. And then the people will fall in line. And the ones that won't fall in line, they'll fall away. Period. Because you have negative Nancy's. I just did a live about that the other day. You have negative Nancy's that enjoy the misery of just playing the victim or just not trying in any type of way to find any positive in their life. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing you can do about that until they get to that realization that you have, is that, hey, it's time for me to put some love into myself. You can't force anybody to love themselves. You can encourage them. But at the end of the day, you have people that will see what you're doing and be like, hey, she looks happy. Hey, she looks like she's feeling good. Hey, what is she doing? and they'll fall in line. So just do you. Don't let anybody else's their aura, their energy, their stuff, their crap stop you from what you need to be doing and what you need to focus on. You got to say, I don't care about that, and just keep going.
Right. I see that as a form of self-care. So
Yes.
Just kind of having that tunnel vision, kind of like blocking everybody else's negativity or their thoughts of how you should be feeling at that moment, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what other things with self-care would you encourage us to be doing at this point? Obviously everybody is at a different stage in their life, but at this point of the year, being what happened in January, now we're at this point in February, what would you suggest?
This is the best time because Valentine's is this weekend. And there's a lot of people like, oh, I'm lonely. I don't have anybody. No one loves me. No one has time for me.
Put your head to the side like this.
They don't have to listen. That's what they do, Oh, no one loves me. But guess what? Do you love yourself? Mm-hmm. Can you go spend about $10 on some flowers for yourself? Can you go have a bubble bath by yourself? These are things. Look, I don't talk about nothing I don't do. Okay. Mm-hmm. Can you go have a glass of wine with yourself? Because sometimes we look for all of these things in other people, but don't have any clue how to do it for ourselves.
That's right.
So the first thing I recommend is sitting down and evaluating yourself and finding out what the hell do you like?
Yes.
What do you enjoy? What makes you happy? Because I hear too many, and I hear more women say this honestly than I hear men. I can't do XYZ. I can't start a business until I get a husband. Why?
What?
Yeah, I can't buy a house until I get a husband.
What?
Why can't you? Why can't you? I last time I checked, we all have power to do whatever it is we desire to do. Yeah. As long as we want to do it, just do it, So I try to reiterate to people, listen, that's not healthy, period. Because if your life, your growth, your happiness is solely on trying to get it from somebody else, then you're not going to be happy when you get with that person. Because the moment that they drop you, because they will,
mm-hmm.
Where will you be?
Right.
Where will you be?
What will you have? And maybe I'm surprised because I've kind of like purged those people from my life. Every once in a while, I'll come across someone who's like, oh, I wish I had, and I'm like, so go get it. Like, I don't understand. Is it money? Is it time? Is it, distance? Like, what is the reason? Let's just fix that.
Do you know what I think it is for a lot of us?
Yeah.
It is what we were taught.
Yeah.
We were taught that the happy life, the white picket fence, we got to have a man and a woman. But guess what? That's not the thing now. You can have whoever you love. You got to have kids. Well, guess what? Some people can't have kids. So they have to find a way to be happy. Oh, you got to have money. Well, guess what? You got people like Robin Williams and all these people, Kate Spade, that hurt themselves, committed suicide, and they had money.
That chef.
Yes.
That famous chef. I think his name was Bourdain.
Oh, yes. Yes. So guess what? It's not about those things. It's about what you find within you that makes you happy.
Right. So when someone is sitting down, because I'm like, I have to visualize it. Every time I think of this, it takes me back to Why Did I Get Married? The first one, where she's sitting on a swing with the one who was loudmouth, and then the other one who was a lawyer. Yes. And she's like, I want you guys to pull out a piece of paper, and on one side you do this, and on the other side you do this. So what are the steps when someone's trying to figure out what they like? What do you suggest that they do when they're sitting down and trying to figure it out?
The first thing I tell people to do is just sit there and just be in the moment. Embrace the moment. What are you feeling just sitting there? Mm-hmm. Just sitting there. Are you focusing on your thoughts? Are you focusing on the air blowing by you? Are you focused on your kids? What is it that you're focusing on in that moment? Be in the moment. Mm-hmm. I think that we first have to understand how to do that. So I tell people, meditate after you allow all that's going on in your thoughts to come in. Meditate, clear your mind, and see where your mind leads back to when you get out of the meditation. And to me, whatever your mind leads back to, you need to really explore that. I noticed that when I meditate, and I meditate every day now, that my mind always goes to the beach. I love the beach. Okay.
But visit me.
Look, love water. Love water. So every time I meditate, I go to the beach. So I tell people, sit down, think of some things and I tell them also, listen, when we were kids, we didn't think about things we struggled with. We didn't think about things that bothered us. Now, of course, we have some people that have had child trauma. We're not talking about the people that have had child trauma. We are definitely not talking about that. We're talking about people that had good raised homes as children and had happy times. What did you used to do? Did you used to ride a bike? Why can't you still ride a bike? Did you used to watch movies? Did you used to go swimming? Did you play hopscotch? Why can't you play hopscotch still? I like to jump rope. Why you can't jump rope still? What did you enjoy when you were a kid? You know, I say focus on the times when you didn't have to worry about all of the other junk, like the pandemic and money and all this stuff. And then once you sit down, yes. And once you sit down and can figure those things out and you start feeling in your spirit that this is something that makes me feel sound, this is something that makes me feel complete. Because guess what? I finally said complete and it didn't have nothing to do with nobody else. If you finally found your completeness within the things that you enjoy, then those are the things that you need to start exploring. I learned last year, I knew I kind of liked gardening. Last year, I had 3 raised beds in my backyard, and I did really good with it. I like gardening. I didn't know I really like gardening, but I do. But it took me to sit down and just think about it and explore and start doing it. And then I realized, hell, I love this.
Yes. Yes. And so so with the gardening thing, there's always this joke that, once you get older, like in Baby Boy, the mom started gardening, right? But I feel like I'm seeing more and more young people who are gardening. One, because they are just, socially conscious and conscious about their food and where it comes from and all that stuff. But I feel like the younger generation now is finding those pockets of time to figure out what it is that they like. Yeah. While they may be, and I'm speaking people who are younger than me, they may be, a little bit lost or just have they can't pay attention to anything because there's just so many things coming at them. I do feel like they really have dialed into finding what it is that they actually like and what brings them joy, a lot more than say my mother's generation. My mother loved to sew, but she would sew not leisurely. She would sew me and my sister's cheerleading uniforms and our uniforms for school just because we couldn't afford, to buy them from the store. But even in the pandemic, my aunt, she's figured out that she likes acrylic paints and that finds her joy. And I'm helping her build that business. So it's like find what it is and make yourself whole, just like what you said.
Yes, absolutely. I'm noticing what you said with a younger generation, and I just love it. First of all, what I'm noticing is, and it's going to sound so crazy, but the autonomy in the younger generation. They're not doing it just because the parents said it. And that's something that I was raised on. You listen to your parents, if you don't listen, whatever they say is right. And I had to learn my parents are not always right. I love y'all. And my mom probably watching right now. I love you, boo, but you ain't always right. And I'm a parent and I love me and I'm not always right. I've had to go to my sons and I'm sorry and things like that. I'm the quickest way I was able to figure out me and my sons were different is they like to play this game. It's in the car we're riding and it's called Guess the Song. And listen, they put on songs. I was like, what the hell is this? What is he saying? What is I don't know what he's saying, but I embraced it because you like what you like.
Right.
I'm also not a person that pushes anything on my sons when it comes to religion, when it comes to who their friends are going to be, who they want to date. Listen, I want you to be so open-minded that you learn about these things and you choose what you enjoy.
Right.
And
I'm very much like that as well. And that makes me feel good as a parent because my parents didn't apologize to me a lot. So and I tell my kids all the time, I said, honestly, kids, babes, babe, we are just grown kids. That's it. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing. I know what's hot and what's cold and what seems shifty and what seems legit. But other than that, we're just big kids. And I said that to my son. He looked at me. He was like, what? I'm like, no, it's no magic number that makes you an adult, right?
Exactly.
So it's crazy.
And when we tap into that side, when we tap in, we're a lot happier when we allow ourselves to just enjoy that. Yeah, we have to go back to those adult things, but listen, what did you enjoy? What did you enjoy? Did you like to go and do a cartwheel? Now let me tell you, I ain't doing no cartwheel now. But I did used to like to, but I'm a little, I can't do that now. I might fall and be missing a tooth or something.
It's a bad round off, right? When my feet just stay together, just fall over. Yeah. I loved playing or doing bowling with my husband. I would even go bowling by myself. Like, these are things that you just kind of recognize that is part of taking care of yourself. So definitely sit there, feel it, and tap in, like you said, to what it is. Is there any other tips that you can give when we're thinking about investing, in ourselves?
Yes, the first thing that came to my mind when you started that question was, stop making an excuse why you can't invest in yourself. Yes. Every week I talk to a client or a friend or a family member and I say, you need to carve out time for self-care. I don't have time. What do you mean you don't have time for self-care? You got time to go and work for somebody, right? And you got time to give them your time, right? How can you give someone else more time than you can give for yourself? That don't make no sense to me. So I'm like, I know you need the money and everything, but you also need your body to be able to do that.
Right.
So if you lose your mind because you don't take time to reset, then how are you going to get to that job to get the money?
You're talking to me too.
Well, then I'm telling you, stop making excuses. Pick a day. Pick a day, and it's your day. My assistant will tell you one day she wanted to come to my house because I have a small boutique, and I needed some people to model. And she was like, I can do it Sunday. No, ma'am, you cannot, because that's my self-care day. Period. With a T on the end. No.
Yeah.
No, that's my day.
With the husband last night, because our church that we go to on Sunday, they now have a 5 p.m. Oh my gosh, a 5 p.m. Lord have mercy, Jesus, what's the word? Service, Jesus.
Okay. Look, it's cool. I know what it's like. It's cool.
5 p.m. service on Saturdays, and it's live, and we can go to it. So I think that's what we're going to do. So then I don't have to wake up early on Sundays, and I can sleep in. Because one of the things I love is sleeping and watching movies. Like, that's my
can't sleep. That's just something. No, ma'am. Even when I'm okay, I still am like really kind of a person. Either I wake up early in the morning, like 5, or I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night. That's like become almost my norm for the last few years. And I just don't know. I think my mind I'm constantly trying to maybe I'm nosy, girl. Maybe that's what it is. I want to get up and see what the heck is going on in this world. Maybe that's what it is. I like to go outside and see what's going on. Maybe that's what I just figured it out. I'm nosy. Maybe that's what it
is. So you're curious. How about that?
Yeah, that'll be a better word.
There you go. Well, I love that. And I love all of these tips and just the real conversation between us. And this is honestly, it touched my heart, touched my soul. And I'm so grateful that you've joined us and you dropped these gems tonight. I love it.
Oh, thank you guys for having me, because it's nothing like a platform you can come on and just relax and talk. When you have to come and be like, oh Lord, let me, it's not genuine. It's not authentic. So I really just appreciate you guys having me, and I'm able to just be honest. I want to tell the truth. I always am like that, whether a person like me or not. I mean, they may not bring me back. But listen, it is what it is. I can't give you but me.
Well, we'll definitely 100% bring you back next season. Absolutely.
Well,
So what is the best way for people to connect with you if they want to work with you?
Oh, listen. So I have my website. You guys can go to sashamercedes.org. That's pretty much to take you wherever you need to go.
Okay.
I am on YouTube under Sasha Mercedes Johnson. I'm on Facebook. You can follow me. I'm on Instagram. I'm even on TikTok. So I do all kind of stuff. I have skits that I do with my kids and funny things because my as a therapist, my slogan is laughter is therapy. And I feel like that's something that we lack is remembering to have a good time. So I do little comedian type skits sometimes to make my clients and people laugh and just enjoy themselves, from while they're at home. So if you follow me on YouTube, then you're going to get a kick or motivation because I do a lot of motivational speaking. People say I fuss. I be fussing. So like I just told you to pick a self-care day, I'll be fussing on the YouTube. But yeah, and then on all platforms, it's Sasha Mercedes with 2 S's except for Instagram. Instagram, people be trying to take my name, but it's Sasha Mercedes with 3 S's. I'm kidding, with 3 S's. Yeah, that's it, guys. If you reach out, I'm not funny acting. I tell people I have a team that if you don't get me immediately, you will get to me now because I'm not funny like that to act like I can't talk to people. But my assistant will get to you and then she'll get you to me. Simple as that.
I love it. Well, again, in the ticker tape is some of her contact information. Definitely go to her website and it will route you to wherever you need to go. I'm definitely going to subscribe to your channel and follow you on TikTok because
thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. You look fabulous. This is a great conversation, and I'll go ahead and let you go for the rest of your night, okay?
Okay. Talk to you later. Thank you.
Bye. All right, everyone. Did you have a great time with Miss Sasha getting some self-care tips and investing in yourself? Definitely reach out to her on all of her platforms. She is an awesome soul vessel, and she's got that therapeutic thing down packed. So don't hesitate to reach out. And again, I absolutely 100% miss each and every one of you. I'm so happy we got to share this time before Valentine's Day so I can tell you, love y'all. All right. See you next time. Bye.